Hello ladies, I got some more Hennessy for y'all. Martin Lawrence told Tisha Campbell to get the stepping. He told the news that he never sexually harassed her, and then she came back out talking about Martin Lawrence lied about him not sexually harassing her, but she still want to do the TV show. She still want to be in Bad Boys 3, and she's also talking about her and Martin is still cool. Well, if he sexually harassed you and did all these terrible things to you while y'all was filming the first Martin show, why would you want to come back and do it again, Tisha Campbell? Did you like what he did to you the first time? She got some explaining to do, but that's Negro here nor there. All I'm trying to let y'all know is that Martin has had enough of it. He tired of her clout chasing. He tired of her trying to work things out, because really it ain't nothing to work out. He paid for life. She the one that need him. But at the same time, she talking about that he did her wrong. Let's get into this news real quick, y'all. And I'm also going to be explaining to y'all about these clones in Hollywood. There's been a lot of allegations. I got some documentations I want to share with y'all. So for all y'all ladies out there, I'm about to pour this Hennessy all over your areolas. Because according to my highly classified documentations, Tisha Campbell and Jermaine Jackson is the same person, y'all. Now look at this. Everybody was wondering why Tisha Campbell had the same hairstyle as Jermaine Jackson, but according to the information I received, the only reason why she had that Vanilla Ice hairdo is because her and Jermaine Jackson is the same person. That's why she's so easy to forgive Martin Lawrence, because the stuff that happened to her didn't happen to her, it happened to her clone. A lot of people didn't know Tisha Campbell and Rosie Perez is the same exact person neither. And this is a fine example. Just because somebody light skinned, that don't make them beautiful. I love Tisha Campbell, but she been ugly for the past 50 years. And since we talking about light skinned people being ugly, there's something that has been bothering me for a long time. People so quick to say that Pam is ugly. Oh, Pam look like this, Pam look like that. Oh, you look like Pam, like that's an insult. Pam is very, very beautiful. Y'all gonna have to stop hating on these dark and lovely sisters. If I had a choice between Pam and Gina, she look kind of good right there. But if I had a choice between Pam and Gina, I think, well, in this picture I'll go with Gina. But black don't crack. Let's look at Gina nowadays and look at Pam nowadays. But she still look good back there. And a lot of people didn't know that Tisha Campbell and Pam is really Beyonce and Kelly Rowland. I can't make this stuff up, y'all. As you can see, this is the video for Soldiers, and that's Lil Wayne in the middle right there. A lot of people didn't know Jada Pinkett and Lil Wayne was the same person, y'all. Y'all gonna have to keep up with the documentations. Now, I told y'all black don't crack. Now look at Tichina Arnold. She ain't even got no hairline, y'all. She looking all types of crazy. Now look at Flavor Flav. Look at Pam, old fine behind. She look a whole lot better than Tichina Arnold, because that black definitely don't crack. Y'all can't tell me Pam wasn't fine back in the day. She's a dancer. She can sing. She got that body. She was beautiful then, and she's still beautiful now. And the best part about Tichina Arnold and Tisha Campbell is that they still in the entertainment business today. They've been around since the 70s, but don't nobody know what happened to this Biggie right here. Is that the original Sarah Lee or somebody? Is that Lil Debbie's caretaker? Maybe that's Aunt Jemima's daughter. We really don't know who she was. But one thing for sure, these two women is still around. But Tisha Campbell doing all that lying, talking about Martin Lawrence harassed her, and that ain't the first time she made allegations about being harassed. Now this the first man that Tisha Campbell said harassed her. And as you can see, if he wanted to harass somebody, all he needed to do is reach up and touch his own damn breast. That's like Wells Fargo trying to rob Chase Bank. It really don't make no sense. And look at Tisha Campbell sitting up there looking like an albino gremlin, talking about somebody put their hands on her. She looked sad. She looked depressed. She looked old. She looked like she been hurt. She been touched. She been slapped. But she willing to forgive and forget, as long as that's gonna put some money in her pocket. That's why I really do believe that there's clones in Hollywood, because to go through all this stuff and be forgiving everybody that done did it to you. As a lot of y'all remember, Martin Lawrence and Gina did everything on that show except for have kids. This man was putting his tongue all in her mouth on national television, rubbing up on her. So if you talking about something that happened behind the scenes, I can't imagine him doing no more to you than what he was doing on the set of the show, y'all. If somebody's harassing you behind the scenes, how you able to keep a straight face and kiss and love on that man when the cameras is on? And now, 20, 30 years later, you want to get back together, but you still claiming that he harassed you? I told y'all Martin told her to get to stepping, but what a lot of people fail to realize is that the real reason why Tisha Campbell was so mad at Martin is because of his relationship with this woman right there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and drop this gem on y'all. Allegedly, Pam and Martin had a physical relationship. If you ever watched the show, Pam and Martin had so much chemistry. They was even starting to look alike and act alike at one point of the show. And that's when Tisha Campbell decided that she wanted to blow the whole thing up because old Martin Mart was messing around with Pam and Tisha Campbell just couldn't stand that. If you used to watch Martin, you knew for a fact that Pam and Martin always was flirting with each other on the set of the show. Like the old saying go, when you messing with somebody and you picking on somebody all the time, that's really because you like them. And Pam and Martin was always picking on each other, always joking around with each other. That's how you knew that they was really some lovers. And it get deeper than that, y'all. I'm gonna need y'all to pay attention. Like I told y'all, back in the day, Pam and Gina was involved with Martin. That's why nowadays they ready to settle and do whatever they gotta do with this man. If he want them to do a movie with him, they willing to do a movie. If he want to do a show, they willing to do a show. They willing to put their differences to the side and share this man again. Now you gotta realize, Tichina Arnold and Tisha Campbell been best friends since forever. So when Pam started messing with Martin, Gina felt like Pam was betraying their friendship, and that's why she was willing to throw the whole Martin show in the trash can. But over the years, she realized that Pam always gonna be her best friend, and she did Martin wrong, but since she was lying on that man, she gotta stick to her guns. Now I told y'all I was gonna be pouring this Hennessy all over y'all areolas, but y'all ain't believe me. Now you sitting over there soaking wet. Look how they kissing on him, full lips. He the man, but the chemistry between Martin and Pam is more deeper because even though Tisha Campbell is kissing him on his cheek, Pam got her hands all on that man's face because she really do love him, and he got his hand on her back. Look at the chemistry they got there. Her hands on him, his hands on her. Tisha know better than to put her hands on Martin because Pam gonna mess around and slap her across her mouth because that's her baby's father. Now I want y'all to take a good look at Pam and Martin together. First of all, they make a beautiful couple, and also they make a beautiful baby. Look at this, y'all. That's Martin Lawrence and his beautiful baby girl. She graduated from college. She was born in the 90s around the same time they was filming the Martin Lawrence show. She look a whole lot like Martin, but y'all want to know who else she look a whole lot like? She look a whole lot like her mama, Tichina Arnold. You can tell by the eyes. Look at her, they even got the same color makeup on top of their eyes. You can tell by that nose. Look at the way their lips and their mouths is shaped. That's the reason why Tisha Campbell is mad. That's the reason why she ain't want to do the Martin show no more. Pam gave Martin something that she could never give Martin. They got a beautiful baby girl together, and it was looking like they ain't need Tichina Arnold no more on the show. They was trying to figure out a way to get rid of Gina, so therefore Pam and Martin wouldn't have no choice but to be together. That's what the directors of the show was trying to do, but she went ahead and said what she said, therefore ain't nobody had no job no more. But Martin always looked out for Pam, and I'ma prove it to y'all. Here's a movie called Wild Dogs. It had Martin Lawrence, it had John Travolta, and it also had the dude from Tool Time. And within this movie, Pam was Martin's wife all over again, y'all. Here's a clip from the movie when Pam and Martin was married. This is just one of the movies. I'm gonna show y'all a couple of movies they played in where there was a married couple because they're that much in love with each other, and Tisha Campbell just can't stand it. Here go another movie where Pam is Martin's baby mama. He made sure she had a job, He ain't just leave her after the Martin show. He ain't give a damn about Tommy Cole, Bruh Man, or any other them people that was on the Martin Lawrence show. But he made sure that Pam always had some work in Hollywood. If it wasn't for Martin, wouldn't nobody be putting her in no movies? I believe they made a beautiful couple back then, and they still make a beautiful couple today. It seemed like every time he pay off one of them lawsuits, here come another Tisha Campbell clone talking about what he did and what he didn't do. Have y'all ever wondered why, on the Martin show, Martin's character was Martin Payne, and the character that played Cole's real name is called Anthony Payne? Now, I done told y'all that Tisha Campbell and Pam was sharing Martin the whole time. So why is it that they all hugged up on Carl Payne like that? I'ma tell you why. Because that brother right there is Martin Lawrence, and they know that, and that's why they all over that man like that. These brothers got the same smile, the same nose, the same mustache, the same eyes, the same head, the same lips.
You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe.
Sean got the jocks, I'm keeping it funky like some socks. Ponytail with the box, and my cell phone look like a box. Try not to get shell shocked when I start busting out the docs. I got secret videotapes of your mom cussing out your pops, all over a box of corn pops. This rhythm got your pop